What's going on, everybody? Welcome in to Blazers Uprise Live here on a Thursday. We are at the conclusion of the All-Star break for the NBA. The Blazers have one more game of break. They play tomorrow. But today, we got 12 NBA games as we return to action. A lot of fun matchups, and we're going to pick them all on picks against the spread. Picks have been light in the month of February, but not today. 12 games for you guys. Looking forward to it. And we're going to hang out. We're going to talk a little bit about the Blazers' newest signing. I don't know if you can necessarily call it a new signing because it's a guy they had on their G League team all season and then had on a 10-day contract. But they signed Ashton Hagans to an open two-way spot. Uprise is now off a two-way spot. He's now on the main roster, so congrats to him. And we're just going to hang out, take a couple questions. That's going to be the stream for today. What's going on, Eric? How's it going as an Oregon State dad over there?
Oh, not too bad. Excited that it's Thursday. We've got Blazers tomorrow. It's the weekend. Just looking forward to having a bunch of games to pick today as well.
Yeah, we're getting into the stretch run of things here. 28 games left in the season for the Blazers. And we can talk a little bit about maybe some of our goals for the second half of the season. I discussed that yesterday on Bleacher Report, so if you guys tuned in for that, appreciate y'all. But let's jump into picks against the spread, Eric, and it's been brutal. We got back above 500 for a day on Monday. Or was it Thursday? I don't remember, man. Like, 2 times ago, we were above 500 for the first time in like 5 episodes, but we couldn't keep it up as last time. We collectively went 20-28, okay? And you look down at the records, which is under the last column in case anybody's confused, and you got some 0-4s, Crushables and Jackson. You got a 4-0, and it's Aeromancer, who had been in a monumental slump. You got Trevin 122 games behind. Just kidding. That's the one typo for the graphic. But yeah, it's still close because Trevin and 503 tied in last place, 12 games behind. But Trevin went 3-1. Connor went 3-1. Chat, unfortunately, continues to do well. I am in second, but I am now 4 games behind Chat. Third place is now 7 games behind Chat. So Chat, pat yourselves on the back, because you guys have been able to remain above the struggle. Unfortunately, the rest of us haven't.
0-13 coming for Chat tonight.
Fingers crossed for that. I would love that. But 5 games separate 3rd and 12th. So this is very, very close. If Chat wasn't doing so well, this could be even more interesting. So Chat, maybe you should try and throw today. Game number 1, Eric, we got the Toronto Raptors hosting the Brooklyn Nets. Toronto is a 1-point home favorite. There is a lot of close spreads in this episode. Looking forward to it. Eric, what are the injuries?
And just for the record, Chase said he'll make his picks in chat.
Awesome.
All right, let me just find this game. The Toronto Raptors. They have no one out, the Raptors. And the Nets have just Derek Whitehead out.
Already.
Ben Simmons playing? What the heck?
What in the world? Yeah, maybe we get some light injury reports considering we're coming back from the All-Star break. Ben Simmons playing is a shocker.
New coach for the Nets.
All right, so we got Steven going Nets.
Jackson's Nets. And I have Zach and Aeromancer's picks. Zach is Nets. Aeromancer is Nets. Chase is going Raptors.
Okay.
Trevin's and Nets.
.503 went with the Raptors. So we need you and we need Connor.
I'm going to go Raptors.
Okay, you're going Raptors and I will call Connor. Chat
It says Nets.
Oh, awesome.
Just late.
We're right in time.
No, I'm not
Right in time with ending.
Right. Late in the process.
Yeah, late in the process is early for Connor. So we got 5 people going Raptors. Everybody else going Nets. Game number 2, we got the Pacers hosting the Pistons. The Pacers are a whopping 12.5-point home favorite.
All right, in this one for the Pistons, they are without Quentin Grimes and Isaiah Stewart, who just got suspended for 3 games for punching Drew Eubanks. The Pacers have just Aaron Nesmith out.
Alrighty.
I'm just going to keep track of chat's double down. I'm going to take the points.
Alrighty.
Chase's Pistons, Jackson Pistons, Trevin Pacers. Aeromancer, who wasn't going to be here, says Bistons.
Alright, so you, Jackson, Chase, Arrow, Pistons, Trevin's Pacers.
Yep.
Steven is Pacers.
Zach is Pistons.
Okay. I'm gonna go Pistons.
Okay, bye.
Who you say that to?
Aeromancer. It said okay, bye for now.
You can be here, Arrow. It's okay.
No, he said he was just checking. Connor's Pistons.
Okay, Connor is Pistons. All right, we need 503 and Crushables. Crushables goes Pistons. 503 goes Pacers. So Crushables, Pistons. 503 Pacers. And chat is 50-50. So we need a vote for chat.
Pacers.
If we were all heavily Pacers, chat would have already went Pacers by now. They end up going Pacers.
Let's go. The 13-0 for us, Tori, versus 0-13 for chat. It's still alive.
Let's get it. Yeah, this is going to be a feisty day, man. We got 4 people on the Pacers, 8 people on the Pistons. I think that might be the most votes the Pistons have had all year. Game number 3, we got the Philadelphia 76ers hosting the New York Knicks. The Sixers are 1.5-point home favorites, both these teams with basically identical records.
All right, in this one, we have the Knicks with Julius Randle, OG Anunoby, and Mitchell Robinson out for sure. Daquan Jeffries and Jacob Toppin says to be determined. Don't know what that means for them, but it's not probably important to this game. Philadelphia has Joel Embiid, Robert Covington, and DeAnthony Melton out.
Man.
I'm going to go with the Knicks. Chase is Sixers, Jackson Knicks. Zach is Sixers. Aeromancer is Knicks.
Whoops. Okay. Does that look right so far? Because I made a mistake for... I think I corrected it, but...
Jackson Knicks. Chase Sixers. Trevin's Knicks.
Okay.
I think that's right.
Cool.
Connor Knicks.
Steven Knicks. I'm also going to go Knicks, and Chat is going Knicks.
Boom.
All right, so we got Zach and Chase, Sixers, everybody else. Knicks, game number 4. We got the Cleveland Cavaliers hosting the Orlando Magic. The Cavaliers are 5.5-point home favorites.
Magic are without Markelle Fultz. The Cavs are without Donovan Mitchell, Tristan Thompson, and Ty Jerome. No spite in this one. I'm going to go Magic.
Okay.
Jackson Chase are Magic as well. Aeromancer is Cavs.
Stephen is Cavs. We got Crushables going with... Wait.
Zach is Magic.
Okay, Zach is Magic.
Trevin Cavs.
Trevin Cavs. Okay. We got 503 going with the Cavs. And then do you have Connors?
Nope.
Okay. Chat is Magic. Crushables is Magic.
Mitchell apparently has an illness.
Got you.
Nothing wrong with him. Just sick, I guess.
All right. So we got 4 people, Cavs. Everybody else, Magic, except for Connor. We ain't gonna wait, though. Next game, Dallas hosting Phoenix. Dallas is 1.5-point home favorites.
All right. Pretty intriguing matchup here. We got Beal and Damian Lee out for the Suns. Says Thad Young still to be determined after signing with them. For the Mavericks, they only have Dante Exum out of this one.
Alrighty. You're fine, Connor. Just make your pick, and I'll fill it in.
It's going Magic.
Okay.
All right, for this one, we got Zach is going Mavericks.
Okay, let me just fill this in real quick.
Okay.
Connor Magic. All right.
Zach and Arrow are Mavericks.
Okay.
Chase and Jackson are Mavericks. I'm gonna go Suns. Trevin's Suns.
All right. Let's see. We got Crushables going Mavericks. We got Steven going Mavericks. We got 503 going Mavericks. I'm going to go Suns with you and Trevin.
Connor's going Suns as well.
Connor's going Suns. Chat is Mavericks. 80% of the vote.
Wow.
So we got 4 people on the Suns, 8 people on the Mavericks. Next game, we got the New Orleans Pelicans hosting the Houston Rockets. Pelicans 7.5-point home favorites.
All right. In this one, we have... For Houston, they are without Tari Eason and Steven Adams. Tari Eason broke his leg rushing the floor on LSU last night. No, just kidding. He did rush the floor, but
Yeah. That's funny.
it said he has a leg injury. But yeah. For the Pelicans, Brandon Ingram is ill and will miss the game, and Dyson Daniels is out.
Alrighty. By the way, if anybody wants to double down on the first 4 games, let us know right now, because they are about to tip off. People that have already submitted their picks, they can, because they always put it when they submit it. Alrighty.
I'm going to take the points in this one. Go Rockets. Jackson's going Rockets. Chase Pelicans. Aeromancer is Pelicans. Zach is Pelicans.
Alright, we got Crushables going Rockets. We got Stephen Vaughn going Pelicans. We got 503 going Pelicans.
Trevin went Pelicans.
Trevin went Pelicans.
And for the record, Connor wants to double down on the Nets, so we'll allow it.
Okay. Chat is gonna go Rockets. I'm gonna go Pelicans.
Connor's Rockets.
All right, 5v7 in favor of the Pelicans. Next game, we got the Bulls hosting the Celtics. The Celtics are 8.5-point home favorites. No, not home favorites. They're 8.5-point road favorites.
All right. For the Celtics, they have no one out. Wow. For the Bulls, they're without Patrick Williams, Torrey Craig, Zach LaVine, and Lonzo Ball.
God, man. Like, this is the type of game where, like, if I pick Celtics, I'm going to want to double down on them. But also my gut says this is going to be a close game because Chicago is always in close games with teams that are better than them, it feels like.
Yeah.
Although that could also be completely wrong. That's just when I pay attention, it seems like that's the case. Yeah. So this is tough, man. We got Celtics for Chase, Jackson, Trevin.
And Eric. Bulls for Zach. Celtics for Arrow.
Crusher Bulls.
Arcade says Chicago is the most unpredictable mid team.
Yeah, I agree.
I put the Hawks up there too.
Yeah, them too. Steven went Bulls. You know what? I'm going Bulls. I'm not going to be tempted on doubling down on the Celtics because I'm just not going to pick them. 503 is going Celtics. Chat is going Celtics with a whopping 93% of the vote, and Connor is going Celtics. I'm going to regret my pick, but I'm sending it. I am done. I'm done playing it safe, Eric. All right, next game. We got the Thunder hosting the Clippers. Almost identical records for these two teams as well. That's why the Thunder are only a 1-point home favorite.
For the Clippers, they have no one out. For the Thunder, they have no one out.
Amazing. And it's a long chat poll to type. I haven't even started yet. Brutal. All right, there we go.
Clippers for Jackson and Chase.
Jackson, Chase.
Aeromancer is Thunder. Zach is Thunder.
Aeromancer and Zach. Man, this is a tough one. Crushables is Thunder. Stephen Vaughn is Clippers.
As people are pointing out in chat, Gordon Hayward and Bismack Biyombo's debut.
I'm going to go Clippers. 503 went Clippers. So now we just need
I'm going to go Clippers.
Connor and Trevin.
Trevin's Clippers.
Chat is Thunder. Me and chat disagree on everything today. I love it.
It's good.
And Connor is... Are these the two longest names in the league? Minnesota Timberwolves is up there. Clippers for Connor.
Wolves is not longer than Clippers. Timberwolves is.
Minnesota, yeah.
I'm messing with him.
We got a 4v8 in favor of the Clippers. And Timberwolves, I have to type as the option too, so it ends up being longer for me. Next game, 9th game out of 12. We got the Utah Jazz hosting the Charlotte Hornets. The Jazz are 10-point home favorites.
All right, the Hornets have LaMelo Ball and Mark Williams out. Utah has Otto Porter Jr. out. Mm-hmm. 10 points for Utah. Jeez.
Okay, Crushables went Hornets. Stephen Vaughn went Hornets.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Hornets too. Just 10's a lot for an average team. Trevin's going Jazz. Chase Hornets.
Chase. And 503 going Hornets.
Zach is Jazz. Aeromancer Hornets.
I'm also going Hornets. Jackson's Hornets. Connor, what did Connor put? I just forgot.
Hornets.
Okay. And chat is going with the Hornets. So we got Zach and Trevin on the Jazz. Everybody else is Hornets. Alrighty. Next game, Denver's hosting Washington. Denver is a 15.5 point home favorite. You have to bet $1,400 to win $100 if you bet the Nuggets just on the money line. That's insane. Anyway, what are your injuries?
Washington has Isaiah Livers out. The Nuggets have Vlatko Konkar out. They list Jamal Murray, Contavious Caldwell-Pope, and Julian Strawther as all probable. So All-Star break was good for them.
All right. Nuggets for 503. Steven is going Nuggets.
Aeromancer Nuggets. Zach Nuggets. I'm going to go Nuggets.
Wizards for Jackson and Connor. Nuggets for Chase and Trevin. Crushables went Wizards. I really want to go Wizards, but I also really don't. They have nobody to guard. Who's their starting center now?
Their starting center is Bagley.
Okay, I'm going Nuggets.
They don't have many things.
I know, yeah. I was gonna go Wizards, but then I started thinking about it, and it's like, who do they have to bother Jokic at all? Literally nobody, because they traded Gafford. So, all right, you got Jackson, Connor, Crushables on Wizards. Everybody else Nuggets. That is a giant spread. Okay, second to last game, we got the Golden State Warriors hosting the Los Angeles Lakers. The Warriors are 6.5-point home favorites.
All right, and that is because LeBron is out. Jared Vanderbilt, Gabe Vincent, Christian Wood joining him. Cam Reddish, Max Christie, both questionable, and Anthony Davis, probable. For the Warriors, they're without Chris Paul and GP 2 weeks. I'm going to go Warriors. Trevin is Warriors. Zach is Lakers. Probably didn't notice LeBron's out.
It was reported yesterday, so he might have.
Aeromancer is Warriors. Jackson is Warriors.
Yeah, I'm going Warriors as well.
Connor Warriors.
All right. We got 503 going Lakers. We got Chase going. Oh, is Chase still in chat? Steven is Warriors. He did send me his picks, so I'm just going to go off that. Chase went Lakers. And chat going Warriors. All right. And then final game of the day, we got the Sacramento Kings hosting the San Antonio Spurs. Kings 10.5-point home favorites.
All right, in this one, we've got Charles Bassey out for the Spurs. Sasha Vezenkov out for the Kings. Domantas Sabonis listed as questionable right now. So that'll be tough because we won't know.
Yep.
I'm just going to take the points again and go with the Spurs.
I hate picking the Spurs. I feel like I can never get them right.
Yeah.
We got Kings for Chase.
Kings for Jackson. Spurs for Connor and Trevin. Spurs for Aeromancer. Kings for Zachary.
All right. Steven went Spurs. Crushables went Spurs. We got 503 going with the Kings. You said you went Spurs.
Yes.
I'm also going Spurs. Chat is going with the Kings.
Good job, chat. Way to pick a lot of opposites today.
Yeah, this is wild going through this. Lots of disagreement, especially once we get into this range of games. At least I disagreed a lot with chat at the top, so that's going to be fascinating. All right, time for double downs. I need to look through these games one more time because I don't know what I want to do. Man.
All right, I got Zach's double down is the Kings.
Okay.
Chat's is Celtics. Aeromancer's is Mavericks.
All right.
And Connor, I think, said Nets earlier.
Yeah, he did.
Jackson is Kings.
All right. Crushables double down on the Mavericks. What was chat's double down? Oh, we already got it. Okay.
Celtics, yeah.
I'm tripping. Steven did not double down. Okay, we got Chase Celtics.
This is probably stupid, but I'm gonna go Nuggets.
I was thinking about it, but I'm actually gonna double down on the Warriors.
That was the other one I was considering.
We're considering the same ones. Steven is gonna double down on the Pelicans. .503 is doubling down on the Knicks, and then we need.
Trevin is Pelicans.
All right. All right, so now the dust has settled. We got not much agreement. You do have Chase and Chat going Celtics. You got Steven and Trevin going Pelicans. You got Arrow and Crush going Mavericks. You got Zach and Jackson going Kings. So a lot of duos here. And then you got me. I'm on the Warriors. Eric's on the Nuggets. Connor's on the Nets. And 503's on the Knicks. That concludes picks against the spread. I'm really looking forward to seeing how these standings look at the end of the night. You do have 4 games that have tipped off. Anybody that doubled down in games already put in their double downs before they tipped off. You got the Raptors currently up 24-16. So screw you, chat. You're taking an L here. We got the Knicks up 21-12, and we got the Magic beating the Cavs 21-20. All these games, of course, still much in the air. And we got another game tipping off at 4:30, which is, or no, we got the Pistons and Pacers were supposed to tip off already. Why isn't that game tipped off yet? Oh yeah, it has. It just scored an update. The Pacers are beating the Pistons 29-19, so not a good start for us there with the Pistons, Eric.
That will be fine.
We'll be fine. Yeah, I went with the strategy
down 23 to the Blazers.
I went with the strategy that there's like really no momentum coming out of All-Star break, and like these young teams might be trying to make a statement coming out of All-Star break, and the good teams might still be kind of getting mentally back from it. Like I was gonna go with the points more often. That was kind of my strategy today. We'll see if that works out. I have no idea, but these bad teams could also just be like, man, I enjoyed my time off. I can't wait to have time off starting in April. So I don't know. We'll see. Anyway.
A month and a half away.
Yep. Blazers sign Ashton Hagans to a 2-way contract. He doesn't replace Skylar Mays, but he replaces Skylar Mays, if you know what I mean. I don't know. He can play some defense, and he plays hard. Like, I don't mind him as a player on a 2-way contract, especially since we don't have Skylar Mays anymore. If we still had Skylar Mays, it wouldn't really make much sense, but they've had a little bit of a rotating door at that third string point guard spot. Jamari Bouye playing some time there, although maybe he was the 4th string because they still have Skylar Mays, but they brought in Jamari Bouye, and then they bring in Taze Moore. Now they have Ashton Hagans. I think Ashton Hagans is a better NBA player than Taze Moore or not Skylar Mays. I think Skylar Mays is the best out of the 4. I think Ashton Hagans is better than Bouye or Taze Moore. So cool, he's been with the G League. The Blazers are actually utilizing their G League. So I'm happy with that. You know, they had Uprise play one G League game, and now he's on the main roster, so it's nice to be able to actually utilize the G League. I wonder how this season would have played out differently if they didn't have a G League team. Would they have Uprise? I don't know, you know, so I guess they probably would have brought him in on a two-way, but it is interesting to see this team actually utilizing a G League team for once, Eric. So do you have any thoughts on this?
Yeah, I think they wanted to have an all-star on the team, and they jumped at the chance to sign him.
It's to sign a G League all-star.
Yep. Got that resume building there. Cronin signing all-stars to the roster now, and yeah, looking pretty good. No, I mean, I'm hoping. He's gonna play a little bit the rest of the season, but I'm really hoping that it's more just an emergency thing, and just why not fill the last two-way spot while you can. So, yeah, I hope he doesn't really have to play too much, because that means we probably pulled the chute on Anthony. And I really don't want that to happen. I want Anthony and Scoot to get as much time together as possible.
Yeah, I do expect them to tank at some point. Just no idea when to expect that. So we'll see. But Hagans, I don't really have a strong opinion on the signing. They had an open two-way spot. They used it. Good for them. Let's take a look at lottery odds, because I think it's very relevant considering you got the two teams next to Portland playing tonight. As we take a look at Tankathon, let me scroll down a little bit. You got the Toronto Raptors 3.5 games better than the Blazers, and right now they're up 8. So if they win that game, they're going to be 4 games better than the Blazers, and maybe more importantly, 5 wins better. So you do got a massive cushion there between Portland and Toronto. It's not a done deal by any means. If Portland goes on a winning streak at some point, then you could be talking about that getting close. But the team I'm more interested in looking at is Charlotte, who is playing against Utah today. As we said, Utah's 10-point favorites. But it would be nice for Charlotte to win this game. I think this is a winnable game in Utah. Utah's kind of struggled after they traded away Kelly Olynyk, Simon Fontecchio, and Charlotte has been playing better basketball as of late. As you can see, they've won 3 in a row. So maybe I should have doubled down on Charlotte, because they've been winning some basketball games, and that's 10-point underdogs. I think that was kind of ridiculous against Utah, although Utah has been much better at home. So if they can win this game tonight, and then Portland comes back off the All-Star break tomorrow against Denver, Portland could be 1 game back of them heading into a Sunday, February 25th matchup against the Hornets, which if Portland loses that game, then they'd be tied. So this is the Blazers have a legitimate chance, in my opinion, at getting top 4 odds. Charlotte actually does play a game in between now and then. They play tomorrow against the Warriors, so hopefully they can win one of these 2 games. Then Portland would be playing to get a half game back of Charlotte if they lost to them.
Well, we want them to beat the Warriors. That helps us doubly.
Oh, that would be great. Yeah, I mean, hopefully Charlotte can continue this winning streak for the next 3 games, Eric, because then Portland's probably in 4th place lottery odds before the end of February, which would be funny considering how locked in they supposedly are to the 5th spot, as some people have said. So I don't think they can catch San Antonio, but San Antonio plays tonight. If they can win, they're only going to be 3 games back of Portland, and as Wemby continues to grow, like he's a true difference maker, so I wouldn't be surprised to see San Antonio play a little better to the end of the year. Maybe there's a chance at top 3, but right now it's basically just Portland and Charlotte at 4 and 5. Charlotte's playing better than Portland right now, so we're just looking ahead to that February 25th matchup where the Blazers take on the Hornets at home.
And then we got Toronto and Memphis. Memphis obviously is, they're playing great in a lot of games with their young players, but
yeah,
Toronto has a situation where they keep the pick if it's in the top 6, or lose it to San Antonio if it's not. So they're probably going to be tanking more often than not the rest of the season.
Yeah. And then Golden State plays the Lakers tonight. This is a massive game. I'll double down on Golden State, but I'm going to be rooting for the Lakers to win. Or Golden State, if they win, I want them to win by more than 6.5. So this will either be a half-game cushion between 13 and 14 with Golden State and LA, or it'll be a 2.5-game cushion, depending on who wins this game tonight. So that is definitely a game to watch. Chicago playing tonight. Golden State loses, Chicago wins. They will only have a game difference right there between the two of them. So Golden State's pick is still in flux, but even if they pass the Lakers in the next week or two, in order to go even higher, they'd have to play their way into the playoffs. And at 9, they're still having to win 2 games to get into the playoffs. And the 8th place Western Conference team is Sacramento. 8th place is 31-23. Really good record for 8th place. They are 3.5 games ahead of Golden State. So that's the lottery picture. Anything else you want to add to it, Eric?
Can we do a take-a-thon?
Yeah, let's simulate it.
Well,
see if the Blazers Uprise Live gives us luck at 14. Last time Golden State moved into the top 4, I think they moved into 2. At 14, you got the Lakers. At 13, you got Golden State to Portland. Scrolling on Chrome is a little bit more jittery. That's why it jumps. At 12, you got Chicago. At 11, you got Houston to OKC, which means somebody moved up. It was one of the picks to OKC moved up, Eric. What was the other pick to OKC?
Is it Utah?
Utah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Utah
Which
keeps
means
it,
Utah
right?
keeps it, I think, if it's top 10.
Yeah. Atlanta at 10. At 9, you got Brooklyn to Houston. At 8, you got Memphis. At 7, you got Toronto to San Antonio. This is where the Blazers should be at 6. At 6, you got Portland. And at 5, you got Detroit. I don't know why this is scrolling so roughly. So Detroit gets screwed again. Portland gets screwed. At 4, you got Charlotte. At 3, you got Washington. At 2, you got San Antonio. And at 1, you got Utah.
Yeah, that's a dream scenario for Utah.
Yeah.
San Antonio makes out pretty good with 2 and 7 as well.
I could see Utah going with a wing. They got Walker Kessler. They just drafted Taylor Hendricks. They got Laurie Markkinen, John Collins. They got a lot of size. That could be fascinating with you. This would be like the one scenario where I could see Sar falling out of the top 2. Because you got Utah and San Antonio. I could definitely see Utah going with Sar, but I could definitely see them going with like a Risache than San Antonio going with a Topic.
Yeah, with 7, though, I think San Antonio probably takes Sar and then figures out their guard.
That would be the smart thing to do. That would be the smart thing.
Washington would love that if Sar.
I would assume that Sar's not going to fall out of the top 2 in any order, but this would be the order that if he has any chance of doing so, it would have to be something like this, like 2 teams that will be looking. I think Utah will be their best fit. Their biggest need is a wing, and San Antonio is looking for a point guard to pair with Wemby that can feed him the ball, that is willing to throw him lobs, that sort of thing. So they could fill that need at 7, though, of course. So that would be an interesting draft order to see how it plays out. Portland sitting there at 6 would definitely be a bummer. That's why it'd be nice to move into the top 4 and pass up Charlotte because they have 6% chance better odds at the top 4. Anyway, that is Tank-a-thon. Anything else you wanted to discuss on this stream, Eric?
No, just excited for basketball tomorrow. Jonathan Evers mentions Rupert better pan out. Yeah, he better just play it, in my opinion.
Yeah, at some point this year. When they start tanking, he will, but who knows when that is. Or if they actually do that.
Yeah. I just think he should be getting some minutes, man. Throw him out there. But if anyone has any questions quickly, we can answer those.
Yeah, we'll be live again tomorrow night with a post-game show, so if you have any questions, can, of course, save it till then. We'll be recapping the Nuggets game.
And if you missed it on this channel, we dropped a Hoops Crush podcast yesterday. Go check that out after the stream if you want, or if you're still craving some Blazers Uprise talk.
Yeah. Joey Pushki, you're my guy, but coming in and promoting content from another channel. Man, come on, man. Come on, bro. 6'5" Anthony Simons, huh? Anyway. I'll let it slide because I like Joey. And we're about to end the stream. It is Ant, yes, but also it's more than just Ant, unfortunately. I mean, if Ant wants to do an interview with us, we're game, you know? So, but we're not buddy-buddy, so he doesn't know us. Anyway.
Breed knows us.
Yeah.
But that doesn't matter anymore.
Unfortunately. But, yeah. Anyway, guess that wraps up the stream, Eric. We'll be live again tomorrow night after the Nuggets game. Since that's a Friday night, might stream a little bit longer, not sure, but we will answer your questions, and we'll have a couple of new things tomorrow, so you don't want to miss it. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us. And with that being said, that's a wrap. We'll catch you tomorrow night, and until then, as always, peace out.